friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you've never seen my face before, hi, hello, my name is Joanne and I'm really glad that you're here. Today's video is very exciting because we are doing something I've never done before. I don't know why I've never done this. I was inspired by my friend Carrington here on YouTube. I will of course leave her channel linked down below. This is not a collaboration, she's just one of my good friends and I wanted to share her channel with you. Every single month she does a palette ranking video where she ranks all of the palettes that she uses per month. She uses way more palettes than I do. I think she usually has about 3 videos out per week. I usually have 1 or 2 if I'm lucky. Anyway, so today I thought I might jump on that train and rank every single eyeshadow palette that I used in the month of July. In July, I used a total of 7 eyeshadow palettes, kind of 7.5. I include one with another one, but they're 2 separate ones, but in my mind they're the same. And I want to talk about them today. Yay! Now, quick disclaimer before I get into this video, if I talk about any of these palettes and they're pretty low on the list, that doesn't mean they're bad palettes. That just means I personally didn't jive with them, you know? We can't all have the same best friend, is what I'm trying to say. And that's okay. If you love some of these palettes, it's okay. Makeup is subjective and I am entitled to my own opinions, as are you entitled to your opinions. Really? Not one of y'all was gonna tell me that I had lipstick on my teeth for 99.9% of that video? Bitches. As with all palette ranking videos, we're gonna start at the bottom. Number 7 for me personally in my experience is the LA Colors Peach Fizz palette. I tried this out in a short recently. For me, this is at the bottom because these 2 shades are basically the same. These 2 are basically the same. And the shimmers in the palette are... This palette just did not do it for me. It gave me nothing. It was patchy, it was powdery, it was very underwhelming. This palette cost me $2.50 at the dollar store. So my expectations weren't very high. That's the whole point of my shorts little series I've got going on. I'm trying out really inexpensive, cheap crap palettes. And I'm going to let you know what I think about them. And this one's at the bottom this month. It's not great. It's not a good palette. I don't recommend it. Please don't go and purchase this. Trailing just ahead of number 7 is of course number 6, and that's the LA Colors Lemon Drop palette. I actually did enjoy this one. Again, this is another short here on my channel, but I think the diversity in shades is pretty good. You have a light cool, you have like a medium cool, and this dark brown shade. It's really pretty. The yellow was nice. The shimmers in the palette really, you know, they really weren't all that bad. So I'm just going to swatch them here for you. I'm going to swatch them below the Peach Fizz one. Look at that. Look at the drastic difference. This one's from the Lemon Drop. This is Peach Fizz. What the hell? What happened between these 2 palettes? They're the literal same line. They're both $2.50, but this one just is like, it like leveled up. I don't understand. Anyway. $2.50, I thought it was a pretty dang good palette. But if you're looking for a good yellow palette, again, ColourPop. They have those 9-panned monochromatic eyeshadow palettes that perform beautifully. But if you're looking for an affordable option, this one's actually not really that bad. It's not that bad. Number 5. Woo, was this a controversial palette on my channel this month? Number 5 is the ColourPop Lush Life palette. I am obsessed with the shimmers in this dang palette. I love it. I thought they were so, so beautiful. Of course, all of the videos that I'm kind of mentioning throughout this video will be linked down below for you in case you're curious and you want to check any of them out. They'll be there for you if you want to know what I'm talking about. I did actually enjoy this eyeshadow palette. It's these 2 matte shades on the bottom that I truly don't think I'll get a lot of use out of. They're just a little too dark for my color palette. You know, what I am typically comfortable using. So really the star for me in this palette were the shimmers and these like red tones. I love it. I love a good shimmer and a good red eye. So number 4 is my Makeup Revolution Sugar Ray palette. I got this quite honestly because of this like awesome early 2000s like blow up furniture packaging. Isn't that what this reminds you of? Blow up furniture from the early 2000s? Please tell me someone knows what the heck I'm talking about. But when you actually open it up, it is just mostly a neutral eyeshadow palette with a pop of pink right here, pink and purple. It does have a chunky glitter in it, so if that's not really your thing, then the good news is that this palette is very inexpensive. I got it at Ulta. Yeah, I thought this was actually a pretty cute little neutral eyeshadow palette. I was a little bummed because from the outside it looks like it's going to be a basically all pink eyeshadow palette, but when you open it up, and it's kind of a little disappointing that it's mostly all neutrals and browns. But I suppose for the price, that is something I can look past, water under the bridge, but I do kind of feel like I was duped. Alrighty, you haven't actually seen this up on my channel yet because I'm still working on it, and honestly I did not have time to get to it. I filmed it, so technically I did use it this month, but you haven't seen it yet. It's coming in August, I promise. ColourPop Powerpuff Girls eyeshadow palettes. This one's number 3. Look how beautiful it is. It is so colorful, and it's like a really heavy eyeshadow palette. And basically half of this palette is a good neutral eyeshadow palette, and then you have all of the rainbow colors here at the bottom. It's a really pretty palette. I think that the shades performed nicely. They really weren't all that patchy and they were easy to work with, so look forward to that video coming in the near future. Alrighty, these two, they're two separate ones, but I grouped them together because they're basically the same. They go hand in hand, and that is the Profusion Cosmetics Emeralds palettes, and then the Emerald Gems little palette. Again, these might as well be the same eyeshadow palette in my personal opinion. I was absolutely obsessed with the eye look that I came up with using these two eyeshadow palettes. It's a good, inexpensive green eyeshadow palette. I'm obsessed with it. And the glitters, again, chunky glitters, if that's not for you, then disregard this part of it. But the Emeralds eyeshadow palette is amazing quality, and it only cost $5 freaking dollars. $5. Oh my gosh. I'm just absolutely obsessed with everything about this palette. Everything. This green grass shade is really pretty. This teal shade is beautiful. The shimmers are beautiful. Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you? $5 for 10 shades. Amazing quality for the price. I love this palette so much that I actually went out and purchased the Rubies palette. I don't know if I will do a video using that palette. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, because I can definitely provide that for you. I don't know why, but I've been kind of obsessed with like red eye looks lately, so I will definitely give that a shot if you're interested in it. But yeah, I was very impressed with this, so I went out and purchased another one. Oh, I'm sweating. Number one. Hold on. Number 1, what could it be? Palette number 1 this month. It actually was no contest. If I truly sat down and looked at all of the palettes that I used this month, the Michaela X Glamlite palette by far is probably the best palette I've used all year. Thank you to Carrington for basically peer pressuring me into purchasing this palette. I really thoroughly enjoy it. It's gotten a lot of love. I actually got a mascara stain on it, and I cannot get it off. I don't want to scratch off the pretty glitter on it, so I'm just going to leave it there. It adds character. Look at this eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow palette is basically a mixture of every single palette that I've used this month. Why did I even waste my time? I don't know. Purchase this dang palette. I don't even know if you can anymore. It's probably on pre-order or back order or whatever order. If you can get your hands on this palette, you will not be disappointed. You can create literally any eyeshadow look you could ever dream of in your little head using this palette. And the shimmers are beautiful. The mattes perform stunningly. I mean, they're so smooth, like butter. Everything just blends together seamlessly. She did such an amazing job with this palette. I'm just beyond proud of her. Beyond. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing what she did with this palette. Anyways, Michaela X Glamlite, number 1 by far this month. It's a dang good palette, for sure. 100%. Woo! Oh my gosh. Okay, with that, we have made it to the end of this video. Oh my gosh, what a journey that was. I'm not gonna lie, I am actually pretty proud of myself for using 7, basically 8 eyeshadow palettes this month. That's a lot of eyeshadow palettes. A lot of looks I've come up with. What a good month. I want to know your personal thoughts and opinions on my rankings. Do you think some of them should have been higher? Some of them should have been lower? Tell me what you think down below in the comments. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give me a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below if you'd like to see more videos from me. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!